I'm still here. We're not going anywhere, Maria.
𝗍𝗑𝗯𝗲𝗿.
𝗍𝗑𝗯𝗲𝗿 made that sound great. They're going to Rome. They're going to Dublin.
And I'll be on the F train.
Right.
But you know what? When you see this forecast,
that's right. Okay.
We're very lucky.
That's right. Stay right here.
It's going to be great, Darlene. Let's start with one spot. Feeling a little chilly this morning. We have Maybrook, New York, 47 degrees, headed up to 76. Again, a great forecast today. Plenty of sunshine. No big surprises temperature-wise in the next several days. Pretty close to 80 degrees. When we get to see some big-time rainfall, I've got that in the 10-day forecast.
Thank you, Maria. Also coming up, the Jersey Shore towns racing to repair battered beaches ahead of the last.
Which is, these beaches really took it hard last week.
Yeah.
All across our area.
Those sand cliffs, pretty remarkable, very stark visual there. But yeah, we need the research to figure out what's the best method to keep the sand around the longest for sure. We love that. Now, as far as the weather, we don't have anything adding to the issues. With that said, still some areas that are going to see the strong rip currents today and into tomorrow. So as I always say, just pay attention to the flags, to the lifeguards as well. You can't beat this. The Thursday leading up to a long holiday weekend, maybe you're lucky in getting a little early jump on it. From this morning through midday from Long Island, Jersey Shore, Connecticut beaches, mid and upper 70s. And then we sort of clear the way for really spectacular weather weekend. Saturday and Sunday, tons of sunshine. Temps, again, mid and upper 70s across the board. So we're still counting on this front, not much to it, to bring our one chance of some showers here in the next week. That's how long it's going to be before we see anything else. So if you don't get anything tomorrow, you're not going to see much in the way of rainfall for at least another week. Even this area of low pressure, that's kind of the one zone in the country this weekend that's going to be pretty yucky, from Atlanta to Charleston, Myrtle Beach, the Outer Banks, with the rain and some of that wind. But just to kind of talk about how not on board the models are with any rain coming, both of our major models showing very little in the way of accumulation. With that said, the one model showing a little flare up tomorrow afternoon with that front from Hartford through Long Island Sound, Long Island, and then moving away, and that might be just about it. So again, clearing the way for a great weekend. How about clear the shelters? We have another beauty for you today. This is sweet Nora. She is 2 years old, out of the Port Washington, New York Animal League shelter. She's a lab collie mix, super smart, loves to play fetch, and I love the descriptions. It says, if you are ready for adventure and endless love, Nora is your girl. So if you want more information about Nora or other pets in need of a home, scan that QR code. We've got such great information on all of them. All right, 62 degrees out there right now, nice low humidity. Very similar to yesterday. We've got the
right now. We talked about flying, but Maria, great for tennis too, right?
It's been wonderful.
And not like crazy hot, so that,
Not crazy hot, not crazy anything. We haven't had severe weather. The winds have been nice and regular, and of course the sky conditions. And we're going to see that continue for the weekend, as we've been talking about for a while now. Saturday, Sunday, and of course Labor Day, gorgeous. The temperatures in the mid and upper 70s, so slightly below average, but in the best way, right? So we're off to a good start this morning too. 62 degrees at Central Park. That dew point, that magic number, 48. So it's pretty dry out there. Temperature-wise, we'll be up near 71 degrees at 11 a.m. Sun and clouds, very similar to yesterday, especially by the afternoon where we had some of those clouds move in. 78 degrees through 3 p.m. The humidity stays low, but our winds now out of
I'm Darlene Rodriguez. 𝗍𝗑𝗯𝗲𝗿 here, tracking roads and rails. Problems at the Lincoln Tunnel right now. Storm Team 4's Maria LaRosa is here with the forecast. Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, still no problems weather-wise. We're off to a good start. It's a little cool, a little clear, a little crisp out there as we have fantastic visibility. The view from Brooklyn is a beauty. Let's talk about the widespread 40s this morning. We have it from Grantsville, Kingston, Poughkeepsie, 49 degrees there. Sherman at 48 degrees. Chester, you're dipping down to 46 at this. 61 in Hoboken, with Morristown also in the 40s, 45 degrees there, with Belrose at 53 and Ozone Park at 60. So nothing to track on the radar. We are watching that front well to the north and west by tomorrow to give us that next chance for some showers. So in the short term, no need for that umbrella. Just the shades again. It's going to be warm by 1 o'clock, 76 degrees, on our way up to 78. A few clouds, but again, dry skies. Beautiful summer evening, 73 degrees through 7 p.m. All right, 5:31. It has been tough goes out there. Adele, what's the latest?
Yes. a very tough go actually at the Lincoln Tunnel here on the outbound side. All lanes are shut down at the helix for accident investigation work. Inbound side has 2 lanes closed off. Now on the outbound side, you are going to be able to get through the tunnel, but you are going to be diverted off there, detoured to the Hoboken Tunnel. So your best bet is really to just make your way over to the George or the Holland Tunnel instead. We'll keep you posted on that. New England Thruway southbound, exit 18A down to exit 15. 2 lanes closed off here for construction. Stick to Route 1 or the Hutchinson River Parkway instead. Darlene, Michael, back to you.
Thank you very much, Adele. 5:31 now. We turn to a developing story as police and federal agents continue to search for answers after a Catholic school shooting in Minneapolis.
2 children were killed. 17 others were hurt when a shooter opened fire during morning mass. Jane Rami Smith live from the newsroom. So, Romney, what?
I'm Darlene Rodriguez.
I'm Michael Gargiulo. 𝗙𝗶𝗯𝗲𝗿 here watching the roads and rails. There's some problems at the Lincoln Tunnel. We're going to get to that. Storm Team 4's Meteorologist here, though, with the forecast. Thanks to Chopper 4. Beautiful shots of the sun coming up, right?
Easy forecast, and if you are stuck in traffic, it is a nice view. We have dry conditions out there, dry roadways, and great visibility. All a good start when you're talking about maybe just a day early ahead of that busy travel holiday weekend. We've got fair skies out there right now and a quick peek at Newark. Let's talk about the chill we have this morning. A little bit cool from Chester at 46, Newburgh 47, Armonk you're at 48, so is Redding Ridge, so maybe that lighter jacket. Basking Ridge, you've dipped into the 40s as well, 45 degrees with Randolph at 44. Wayne, you're coming in at 51. We are dry. Umbrella stays home. The next 24 hours, though, we'll be watching the progress of that cold front. So while no showers today, still keeping it in mind for tomorrow. But if you're planning to be out and about today, it's another nice one. A lot like yesterday, 74 degrees, low humidity by noontime, on our way up to 78. Should be a nice, quiet summer evening, 75 degrees through 5 p.m. And again, maybe a few clouds by later on this evening, by 10 o'clock, right about 70 degrees. All right, it is 6:01. Tough out there right now. Adele, what's the latest?
Yeah, it's definitely a tough go here at the Lincoln Tunnel. Outbound side is completely shut down for ongoing accident investigation work. We have Chopper 4 giving us this bird's eye view here. You can see police department activity. The roadway is coned off there. Now you will be able to make your way into the tube itself, but once you make your way past the toll plaza, you're going to be quickly diverted off to the Hoboken Tunnel. You saw there on the inbound side, you had 1 lane getting by, and that's been causing some pretty heavy backups. At this point, traffic is pretty much at a crawl with delays going back to Route 3. We will, of course, continue to keep you updated on this. For now, stick to the Holland or George. Michael, Darlene, back to you.
All right, Adele, thank you very much. This morning, police are searching for answers after 2 children are dead, 17 more.
Operating certainly not being difficult for us this time.
We appreciate that. And far from difficult, too, right? We have had no rain recently in the short term, and we're running a deficit not just for the month, but since summer, at least weather summer, has started June 1st. And so we've got just a slight chance still tomorrow that we're tracking, maybe better by the end of next week. So we'll talk about that in the 10-day.
Thank you. And still to come, the Jersey Shore towns racing to repair battered beaches ahead of the last big week on the weather. Still thinking about beaches because we're trying to squeeze everything we can.
Right.
I know. And the weather's going to cooperate, which,
I'm Michael Gargiulo.
I'm Darlene Rodriguez. Adele is tracking commuter alerts right now. Problems as well as the Lincoln Tunnel. Storm Team 4's LaRosa Her. He has the forecast.
Yeah, it's a great travel weather. And the good news for a lot of the major hubs across the country are kind of in the same boat.
Ooh, look at that.
Yeah, looking good. Oh,
nice.
We love this vantage point. This is from West New York across the Hudson, looking toward lower Manhattan. And yeah, good visibility. It is a little cool. So if there's one little weather hiccup this morning, you may want to grab that light jacket. 44 in Middletown. Newburgh is at 48 degrees. Mount Kisco, you're at 53. Right now, 61 at Central Park and no humidity, nice and dry. 50 in West Orange. Howard Beach, you're coming in at 60 degrees. Elmont at 57. Another vantage point of this beautiful sunrise. That gorgeous sky right now, the view from Midtown. 71 degrees at 11 a.m. Very similar to yesterday as far as temps. 78 will be the high. Low humidity. A few clouds from time to time into the afternoon and evening. But again, skies stay dry. Overnight temperatures holding in the mid and upper 60s in the city, so not quite as cool as it was this morning. All right, 6:32 right now. Any updates? What's going on out there?
Well, unfortunately, traffic's still at a standstill here. We have Chopper 4 giving us this view here of the Lincoln Tunnel. Now, the outbound side remains shut down. You're getting through the tunnel itself, but you can see police are diverting traffic off right at the Hoboken Tunnel there. Inbound side, you still only have that one lane getting by, and those delays are heading all the way back past Route 3. Clearly, this is going to be an area you're going to want to avoid for the time being. Stick to the Holland or the George Washington Bridge. You've got about 20-minute delays there. Darlene, Michael, back to you.
Thank you, Adele. 6:32, 6:40 a.m. 𝗣cies feeling nostalgic because summer's over, but at least we have a nice day today.
A beautiful day today. Yeah, 78 degrees, low humidity, a lot of sunshine. The rest of the week, mostly dry. Still counting on a few showers by tomorrow. Timing those out in the 10-day.
Thank you. The incident.
BQE heading westbound. We've got a crash that's just popped up by exit 41 for Northern Boulevard. You've got one lane closed off. We are going to head outside right now, though, to Chopper 4, giving a closer look onto the Lincoln Tunnel. Darlene.
When you want to start fighting with other players. Let's not do that.
Let's not do that.
Let's not do that.
We have been lucky with the weather, that is for sure, and that continues today at the Open or anywhere here. We've got by noontime 74 degrees. We're headed up to about 78 degrees, a lot like the last few days. Dry skies, maybe a few clouds, low humidity. That's about it. The winds even stay light, although it's going to start to turn a little bit more out of the southwest ahead of a front. Past the front, of course, clear sailing for a great weekend. Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Storm-free, and the temperatures in the mid and upper 70s. Now, in between now and the start of the weekend, we do have just still a slight chance of a shower, and yes, even a rumble of thunder, mainly from the city, the Hudson Valley off to the east. This is what it may look like. Our future radar showing by tomorrow afternoon with the front coming on by, the flare-up of a few showers and thunderstorms. So again, heads up once that moves out pretty quickly. Okay, so already by Saturday morning, we're in good shape, and this is kind of a one and done. This front is in, it's out. High pressure builds in for the weekend. The tail end of the front, if you're doing any traveling across the southeast and mid-Atlantic, not such a great holiday weekend forecast, but again, we find ourselves on the north side of it, so we're in great shape. Of course, we wind down our Clear the Shelters campaign. I want to highlight this beauty. This is Nora, 2-year-old lab collie mix. Get that phone up and scan that QR code. We are told be ready for adventure and endless love with this cutie pie. So if it family, definitely check her out. All right, it's gorgeous out there now. Beautiful sunrise. 61 degrees and that low humidity. We're headed up to 78 this afternoon. Again, sun and clouds, dry skies, not quite as cool tomorrow morning. And we stay in the mid 70s even on into Monday, maybe a little closer to 80 degrees, comfortable humidity. You have to go all the way to the end of the week, Thursday and Friday, that we have that next chance for some rainfall. And for now, looking like a pretty good shot, but no big heat, still near 80 degrees. All right, 6:48, Adele, a mess out there.
Yes, complete mess here at the Lincoln Tunnel. Outbound side remains shut down just past the toll plaza. Traffic is being diverted off into the Hoboken Tunnel. This is because of ongoing accident investigation work. Chopper 4 is giving us this bird's eye view here. Inbound side, you can see just one lane getting by, and those delays are back past Route 3 at this point. Your best bet would definitely be to make your way over to the George Washington Bridge. You're looking at about 30-minute delays there. Holland Tunnel also seeing about 30 minutes. Gowanus Expressway eastbound, a stalled car takes out a lane by exit 24. Still looking good at the Hamilton Bridge. Darlene, Michael, back to you.
All right, Adele, thanks so
Good morning. A pleasant start to the day. Nice and cool and crisp and clear. Looking at a nice afternoon as well. 74 degrees by noontime, 75 degrees by 5 p.m. Should be a very quiet evening. A few more clouds, but that morning looks beautiful out here. The view from EarthCam in Jersey City. Fantastic. 62 now at Central Park. It's a cool 46 in Sussex, in the 40s from Poughkeepsie.
your neck of the woods.
Al, thanks. Very pleasant, very lovely. Can describe today, and a beautiful shot from the Liberty Science Center looking across the Hudson. 62 degrees, that dew point nice and low, so it's still comfortable. 58 at Newark, 62 at Central Park, with still some 40s from Poughkeepsie and Sussex. Islip, you're at 55 right now. Headed up to 78 degrees, a light southwest wind. Still plenty of sunshine, a few clouds from time to time now.
Your neck of the woods.
Al, thanks. Beautiful out there. The view from EarthCam across the Hudson, looking at Lower Manhattan. Fantastic. Some filtered sunshine through high clouds. Really nice. 65 at Central Park. Out of the 40s from Sussex and Poughkeepsie. 71 in Massapequa right now, with Freehold at 60. With all that sunshine, we still have moderate risk of dangerous rip currents today. Just a heads up if you're heading to the beach. Weather-wise, can't beat it. 78 degrees, a lot of sunshine. Now tomorrow, there is that chance for a stray shower in the afternoon.
After taxes. Okay. Unofficial fall? What is this? Maria is going to tell us about this in our Storm Team 4 forecast. But we do want to say good morning, everybody. Happy Labor Day. It is Monday, September 1st. I'm Michael Gargiulo. Darlene Rodriguez has this morning off. Emily West is in for 𝗙𝗶𝗯𝗲𝗿, tracking our roads and rails on this Labor Day. But Maria, unofficial fall.
Why are you starting stuff?
I don't know.
The people are like flipping tables now. Well, actually, it's
bolted down.
It's meteorological fall. The people are like flipping tables now. The people are like flipping tables now. The people are like flipping tables now. Well, actually, it's bolted down. It's meteorological fall.
Okay.
September 1st. So yeah, kind of officially, unofficially. We'll definitely give you that. It's a nice, comfortable morning, whether you consider it late summer or early fall, and it's crystal clear. We've got great visibility. However, we do have some clouds above. So the radar and satellite picture, while the radar is quiet, we do have some patchy clouds. The rain well off the coast, so no threat there. 65 at Central Park, Newark at 66, 52 in Poughkeepsie. Islip, you're waking up to 59 degrees, so maybe a little jacket if you're taking that morning walk on the beach. There's that offshore rainfall. Otherwise, wide-ranging area, nothing to be found as far as rainfall. A little breezy later on today. Catch that by the afternoon. Those gusts could be 15 to 20 miles per hour at times, but it's a refreshing wind. We've got by 1 o'clock, 77 degrees, plenty of sunshine for the afternoon, 75 degrees by 4 p.m. and grabbing the keys, heading home, or maybe getting those kids ready for school by later on this evening. Temperatures right about 71 degrees through 7 p.m. All right, 4:31 right now. Emily, what's going on?
After taxes. Okay. Well, we saw Romney on the boardwalk, Maria. It really looks nice. I was out in the Rockaways myself over the weekend. Really nice. Maybe a touch too cool to go in the water.
I saw her jacket. She communicates on many levels right there. So yeah, maybe a light jacket on your way out the door. Don't need the umbrella. Not today. We head to Thompson, New York. Don't need it tomorrow, Wednesday. Thursday and Friday, we start to dust it off a bit. So I'm going to track the timing of that. Of course, take a look at the overnight low temperatures as all those kids head back to school in the 10-day forecast.
All right, Maria, thanks so much. Still to come. Queen of the Court. 45 right now, but the Open's benefited from great weather this year, right?
This is unofficial, but it's got to be like a top 5
I think so.
Stretch of weather days.
Yeah, I really think so.
We didn't have any excessive heat.
Yeah.
And storms were not an issue too often. I can't remember a night that had anything going on. So yeah, we're just going to continue that streak today. If you've got tickets in your hand, lucky you. Tons of sunshine, so remember that sunscreen. 77 degrees by 1 o'clock. We have a little bit of a breeze that may pick up at times heading into the afternoon, but that's the only thing I can think of that may affect play. 68 degrees through 9 p.m. and looks good heading into the overnight. But of course, that's one sign that summer is winding down. Of course, September 1st is the start of meteorological fall, which means our climate records go by a different calendar compared to, say, astronomical fall, which is still 20-something days away. So average highs for September 1st, 81 degrees. By the end of the month, it's 49. And as you can see, the low temperatures are on their downward slide, too. From September 1st today, the average low is 67 degrees. By the end of November, we're talking 38. So we're kind of like a nice, comfy zone here, pretty close to average, a little bit above in the city. 62 for the low overnight tonight. So again, if the kids are headed back to school, north and west from White Plains, Sussex, Poughkeepsie, a little bit cooler, upper 40s to the mid 50s. But as everybody's kind of back to school by the end of the week, Thursday morning, of course, for the city, 63 degrees. By Friday morning, 67. So we have some of that humidity with that next rain chance, keeping those temperatures up. But yeah, it's that long before we need to dust off the rain gear. By Thursday into Friday, looks like showers and storms should be out for the weekend. And as we know, September weekends really nice because you can still get the warm temperatures, the sunshine, lower crowds there at the beaches. But as far as travel weathers, can't beat it for a holiday. We're looking good in the Northeast, just some midsection unsettled weather. And then, of course, the tropics, we head towards peak season. We're looking at one zone out in the Atlantic, but still far away time and space from impacting land. We're at 65 degrees out there right now, comfortable humidity, a really nice day, 78 degrees for the high. Again, pleasantly cool overnight, and we're dry through Friday into Thursday into Friday. Temperatures holding in the 70s, though. Looks like a nice first full weekend of September next weekend. All right, 4:48. Emily, how are things looking?
Well, holiday ride, Maria, is